Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen, whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Woo. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it going. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique tipping like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no one shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen, whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it going. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique tipping like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no one shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking, put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking, put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking. Put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. Top chef, back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Intermission over, now it's back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2, I ain't need a 3rd. Didn't even need a 2, I just kept it on. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking, put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking, put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with him. Face to face, toe to toe with him. No more time for talking, put him in the car and anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen, whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Woo. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it going. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique tipping like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen, whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it going. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique tipping like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue.
The Donnie and Anthony Show. We are back. It's week 1 in the NFL. Now, for the Panthers, it didn't go the way we wanted. Almost, though. The light is in the end of the tunnel, baby. So, hey, for the DNA Show, your host, Anthony, Donnie, the DNA Show, because the black and blue, win or lose, it is coursing. It is running through our veins, man. We don't even bleed red. We bleed this shade of blue right here. You cut us, that's what's going to come out, all right? So, uh, we're live here on YouTube, also on TikTok at the same time. So, um, but hey, we want to get into it. Today's subject: Cleveland Browns at Carolina Panthers reaction. Man, was it a sloppy start? Sloppy, 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 sloppy. Um, but they cleaned it up just in time to lose by a last second field goal. A really questionable call, but I'm gonna hand it over to Donnie right off the bat. Donnie, from the beginning to the end, we were texting back and forth during the game. It wasn't looking good. We came back. What a fight the team had. Unfortunately, someone had to go with a loss. But we're proud of this team. So Donnie, your thoughts, man. What about week 1 of Cleveland? What are your thoughts on this game? What does the future look like for us just based off of this? And, hey, final thoughts.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot to be proud of and to look forward to. Obviously, had a rough start offensively. Couldn't get much going for the basically much of the first half. I will say that CMC looks really, he looks really good, man. Dude looks damn good. Looks healthy. He offers some explosive plays for us. Um, Something is there with Baker. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but I will say there's something sparking in Baker. I think the first half was really, predominantly based off his emotions he had prior to the lead up and just essentially building up to the game. Just want to prove a point and get back at his old team. Um, my biggest concern, man, is stopping a run. That's defense didn't play horrible today. I mean, we got some stops when we needed it. Baker, I think, and stopping the run is it's got to be done, man. If we want to win games, we got to force these teams to beat us through the air, and I trust our ability through the air. Just in all, man, the future is bright, man. But I do think there's some things that we need to clean up. Icky kind of had a rough game, but to be expected when you're playing against one of the best defensive ends in the game, Myles Garrett. However, man, Baker has showed that he can put the ball in the end zone. He can run the ball in the end zone. Like I said, he can run with it, throw it in the air. Lot to look forward to. So I'm not overly disappointed. I think the game was practically won. If it wasn't for that bad call, I mean, they got 15 free yards off of Brian Burns whooping that left tackle's ass. But hey, it's the name of the game. Like Baker said, man, we got 16 games to look forward to. So, today my little, soliloquy. I think we're just fine, man. Week 1 is what it is. A lot of potential.
Yeah, for sure. And just say here. Um, so yeah, man, there a lot of potential. The big questions were Baker, I guess. Baker Mayfield was the big. All right, what's he gonna do here? What's gonna happen with Baker Mayfield? So and Christian McCaffrey, first team back as you said, he did look good coming back, and the defense. You and I talked back and forth about, hey, what's the defense gonna look like? So I want to spotlight some of those. So well, let's take a closer look at some of the spotlights of today's game. So first, Baker Mayfield. He was 16 of 27, 235 yards. That was an 8.7 average every time he threw the ball. Uh, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but also 1 rushing touchdown. As you said, he's passing and he's running. So and that gave him an 84.7 quarterback rating. Perfect is 158.3. So close, but yeah. And you and I talked earlier, Donnie. 4 fumble snaps, 4 complete crazy handoffs between the two. So that's got to be worked on, big time, big time. So, uh, just on Baker Mayfield, your thoughts?
Um, I'm excited at what he can bring to us, man. Number one, my favorite thing about him today is that we actually can see someone who can throw the ball deep, consistently. You know, for instance, that bomb to Robbie Anderson, that was huge, man. Also love Baker's fire when he scored that touchdown. And he had a lot of pent up aggression. You and I have always agreed that we need a dog at quarterback who's kind of like an alpha, kind of brings a fiery little spirit. And he was pretty amped up with that. I think I think he needs to control his emotions a little bit as well, especially on highly anticipated games like that. He missed high early on to Shaq Smith, led the pick. I like to see that be fixed. And I would, man, kind of like you said, we've got to get these snaps down. There's no reason why NFL quarterback or center, for that matter, should be having such miscommunication. That only happens once every like I don't know, once or twice every season. I mean, it happened 4 times a day. I mean, we got to clean that up. But Baker can zip that motherfucker in there. He's got a really good arm on him. Um, I think he's finally. I think he. In that second half, I'm saying that second half showed a lot of what he could really do for us. He set his nerves aside. I don't know what happened at halftime. But he set his nerves aside. He's all right. I'm just going to trust my teammates. I'm gonna throw the ball in there and know that they're going to be there and
Yeah.
play the style of play I've always played. And man, his ceiling to me is up here. If we could just, it's out of here. Like it's shoots ceiling's up out of this motherfucking world. As long as he can get that confidence going. I think Baker is Baker's biggest enemy. And like if he would have a problem, it'd be Baker versus Baker. It's not Baker
Good
versus
point.
the defense. So I think as long as Baker controls his emotions and keeps it together like he did in the second half, and lets Baker be Baker, we're a dangerous ass team, especially at the quarterback position. So.
For sure, yeah, it's a good point. Baker is his own worst enemy, but yeah, I do like the poise that he had today. Yeah, it started off real bad. It started really bad. It was looking circus, you know. It was looking very bad. 32 of 32, we were being ranked at first in my head, and he fought back. Basically, a game-winning drive for us. Uh, and bullcrap call at the end. If anyone saw roughing the passer, just really set up a 58. And kudos to the kicker for hitting a 58 yarder as a rookie, but that was 15 plus yards that he got for free.
Absolutely.
So, and but another person you talked about today was Christian McCaffrey. He's back. He looks good. Let's take a closer look at him. So for Chris McCaffrey today, he had 10 carries, 33 yards. That's a 3.3 average, just under 4, which I like to have. But again, he only carried the ball 10 times today. One rushing touchdown, so he ended up scoring, and 4 receptions for 24 yards. So yeah, he's back. Looks good. We didn't see a whole lot craziness of him, but he had some really good play clutch plays that he made. Big runs, big plays, and uh, it was the very first play of the fourth quarter, 3rd and 7, and that play was just about over. And back to us here. He made 3 or 4 cuts up the middle. He didn't hit. He didn't hit. It was like he made it happen, and he got the first down for us. And
Mm-hmm.
that is the kind of back that Christian is, worth every penny. Thoughts on the return of Christian McCaffrey at Cleveland?
Man, I was ecstatic to see him performing. I think we're always better with Christian McCaffrey on the football field. We always have a threat both in both positions, whether it be running back or receiver. It's an extra receiver, a reliable target. I think he made explosive plays happen when he touched the ball. As a matter of fact, I'm disappointed he didn't touch the ball a little bit more. I think that man needed to have the ball in his hands a little bit more today. I'm not saying give him 60 carries and throw the ball at him 25 times, but obviously a lot of our big chunk plays happen with Christian involved and DJ Moore. DJ Moore had a solid day when he touched the ball.
Yes.
I think those are the 2 focal points of this offense, man. Those guys need to be touching the ball quite a bit. And Robbie Anderson getting open too. I hate to go off tangent, but anytime he touches the ball, I mean he makes things look good. So I think there's a lot to be excited about. But
Our
man, I'm
playmakers
just gonna
made
see
plays.
TNT.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely,
Yeah. Mhm.
absolutely. It was beautiful to see CMC out there back healthy. He looked very energetic, man. He had a lot of explosiveness in his, in his runs, and there was a couple of times, man, where his stutter steps helped us out a lot because any other stiff ass back, I mean, we get swallowed behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, his ability to cut and go is really good, man. It's among the best, if not the best. Um, and I'll say this, and whoever disagrees, hey, you have the right. But I will say, when Christian McCaffrey is healthy and he's playing, he's easily the best back in the league. I stand on that to the day I die. So I'm
1000%
I'm
agree,
excited.
sir.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see CMC. Excuse me. I'm excited to see CMC back.
Yeah, same here. I 1000% agree because he brings just more than running, receiving, just being on the field difference maker. So, but on
Mm-hmm.
the other side of the ball was the defense, which held us in the game for a while. There, I'll give them that. Um, so let's take a closer look at our defense. So defense, one sack. They allowed 138 passing yards, so not too bad there, but 217 rushing yards. Not ideal. Last year, the run game, stopping the run was kind of a problem for us. It seems like that could still, be the problem here. But I will say the Browns were 1 for 4 in the red zone, so only 25% of the time when they were in the red zone did they score. The rest of the time it was either a field goal or they just didn't get it. But again, with that, the rushing yards, they allowed the 217 rushing yards, and along with that stat, that um, Browns had a total of 23 first downs in the game. 11 of those first downs, almost half, were actually, yeah, pretty much right there at half, 50% were from rushing. So 11 times of the 23 first downs they got, 50% of the time they picked up a first down is their run game. So the run game continues to be a problem. So what are your thoughts on that, Donnie? Stopping the run game. We have such a great defense, man. Such a great defense, and it hurts me to keep seeing that we're struggling to stop the run. It is Nick Chubb. Okay, all right, I'll give you that. But when you got the defense that we have, man, shouldn't be getting 217 yards worth of rushing the game.
Man, I agree. Listen, man, I think what will put this defense over the top, and put us in that top five spot so we can stop the damn run. I don't know what it is. It's, Brian Burns was really explosive today. Um, one person I'm very disappointed in is Yetur Gross Matos, aka YGM. Didn't really see him involved. He was, I don't know, man. I think when you're going to be the starter on the other side of Brian Burns, you got to match his intensity, man. That's why Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick were so good last year. They matched each other's like intensity. When they rushed, it was with nothing but fear, ferocity. They were back there and they were impacting, whether it be the run um, or just rushing the passer simply, man. I was worried about it coming into the season. On the other side of Brian Burns, you got to imagine, and I'm still worried about it. I just don't. It's gonna be hard to beat teams when we can't stop the run because they'll just be able just to bully us in the trenches and either run inside or get outside laterally. I mean, I'm a little worried, Anthony. I will say that. You can't play 16 games and not being able to stop the run. I know it's Nick Chubb, I know it's Kareem Hunt, but still, I mean that's what wins you ball games, man. I mean, being able to stop the run and make a team literally beat you with their arm and their arm only. Yeah, I my thoughts are that I'm I won't say very worried because it's game one and adjustments can be made, but I'm a little worried, man. Because we're not going to get any bigger. I mean, you can lift all the weights you want. I mean, you still have the same players up front, and these players up front are really good players. I mean, they're not horrible players. They
Yeah.
we just struggle to stop the run, man. And I do think that unless we get a true run stuffer consistently, there's going to be reason to worry. I'm not saying we're going to lose games, but it's going to be a lot harder to win these games if we can't stop.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also live on TikTok, so I'm trying to run that at the same time while you're
Yeah,
talking as well. But yeah, 100% agree, man. It's got to be It's got to be stopped, man. And I believe in this defense and Phil Snow. I don't know what it is, but yeah, and you're right. YGM has got a couple more people got to step up and make plays like Brian Burns does and Shaq Thompson and and those are just a few keys we're missing from being an elite defense. So, but hey, right here we're gonna take a next step here. Open up the phone lines. Here we go. So there you go. Panthers versus Browns. Fan thoughts. Call in now. You see the number there. 910-912-7545. Or tell us in the chat. You don't want to talk to us? Hey, that's all right. I wouldn't want to talk to us either. Um, yeah, call in. Tell us what you think. Is, keep these questions in mind. Are we thinking, hey, it may have looked bad, but we came back, almost won the darn thing? Or, wow, we look so bad, I don't even want to watch the rest of the game or the rest of the season? Or, hey, I still believe in us so much that I think we can go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. Tell us what you think for the Browns, against the Browns today, just based off the Browns. Now, I'll tell you now, anybody that calls in and says Baker Mayfield's trash, well, we just showed you his stats. Did he start off the best game in the world? Heck no. Good Lord, he looked like badness. So, somebody on TikTok says, I wish we could have kept Reddick. Yes. Cole, yes. He would have helped a lot. Yeah, instead of YGM, he definitely would have helped. He said, I said the exact same thing he's saying. I know it was Chubb and Hunt, but they ran however I think he's saying however they wanted to on us. And they did, yeah. Donnie will tell you too, defensive, stopping the run on defense is just, it continues to be a problem, a big problem. Probably number one problem. Yeah, what would you say, Donnie? What is our, of all the, problems we say here and there, what do you think? Maybe give me your top three problems that we need to work on or improve on or something like that.
That I saw today.
Yeah, that you based
Okay.
on today.
For one, man, okay. I'm gonna start with defense. Number one, we got to tackle better. Ton of missed tackles, and I mean, my God, we have some guys stuffed in the backfield. Edge was set, and we couldn't make tackles. We
Absolutely.
got to tackle better, man. Got to tackle better. My God, man, I'll tell you this: Marquise Haynes blew up that play with Nick Chubb, and he went to go wrap his legs, and we just slipped right off. Fuck, man. Obviously, stopping the run. That's number two, and number three. Offensively, I like to get us going early. I didn't like how the game started off very sluggish. It was like kind of like, oh, you know. I'd like to see us get our wits about us early on, man. Let's get our playmakers involved early on. Let's stop with that slow bullshit. We got nothing but talent around us. Let's plug and play, man. Let's get. Hey, we'll start off with the run with Christian McCaffrey, and then boom, hit DJ Moore on the slant. Not many people can guard DJ with a slant, and if they want to fucking play a little bit close to us, we'll take it over the top with Robbie Anderson. Get these guys involved, man. Stop with this vanilla play call bullshit. The first drive was so damn vanilla. They knew exactly what we were doing. I think it was second or third down. We threw like a little halfback screen or something like that. And Christian McCaffrey stuffed the shit.
Yep.
It was a bubble screen or something. I'm like, bro, we got Christian McCaffrey. I wanted to get involved. I know people like, oh, isn't that kind of contradicting? Not necessarily, because you can draw up different plays. You got to get other people involved to set up these plays to get Christian McCaffrey involved, or start getting Christian McCaffrey involved. Then boom, get DJ involved. Right? You just got to be a little bit more versatile in our play calls, man. Ben McAdoo, I will say, it cleaned up in the second half, and I'm excited about that because the second half Panthers offensively looked pretty fucking good. But in order for us to keep beating these teams and keep them on their feet, we got to stop with this vanilla bullshit, man. We got to keep these guys guessing. But
I agree big time.
And also, one last thing, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Pass protection a little bit. Baker was flustered a little bit today. I think Icky's going to be fine. I'm sure everyone's hitting the panic button on Icky. Don't do that. It's okay. He went against fucking Myles Garrett today. It'd be different if he went against some fucking bum who's just whooping his ass. It's Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett whooped anyone's ass practically. I mean, besides like Trent Williams. I mean, other than that, someone's ass is going to get whooped by Myles Garrett. He's whooped a lot of ass. He's not the only one. So leave that shit be.
Yeah, you're right. That's good. I'm glad you said that because yeah, let's not be hard on the rookie. He'll come along. He just Miles Garrett. That's big. And there were some good plays where he kept Miles Garrett. The play to Robbie Anderson got him
Yep.
pushed in. Baker had to roll out a little bit, but we were able to block him long enough to make the play, and that's all you need, just long
Yep.
enough to where they can make a play. So not too bad. Um, um, so on TikTok, Alyssa in the uh, chat here says, with this year's team, would you rather have Cam Newton or Baker Mayfield?
Hmm. Man, you go first. You go first.
Why not both? Is what I'll say. As soon
Yeah.
as Sam Darnold went down, me and Donnie called each other and we said, "Hey, it's time to 1-800 Cam Newton, and we're gonna kick those nasty thoughts." And and that's what I say. Hold on, tell her you call her back. So, um, yeah, why not both? Baker to lead this team and Newton for red zone
Yeah.
opportunities. Why would you sign someone that just for red zone opportunities? Well, it's because it's Cam Newton, and you saw what he did in Arizona, and he would continue to do it in high pressure situations like that. Um, Also, he understands now what he would be there for, and what he would need to do. And 29 of 32 teams last year used two quarterbacks, whether it was injury or just because or whatnot. But 29 of 32 teams, two quarterbacks were on the field at some point or another. So a two quarterback system could work. And I'm not saying every single drive every time we're in the red zone bringing Cam. I'm just it situational stuff. And Baker ever went down, Cam can step in, and I still believe in him um, all the
Same
way.
thing with me, man. No shit. I was gonna say I'd love to have both, but
Yeah,
see, two great minds thinking like. So I think, and honestly, if we took that approach, I'm just as comfortable if Baker were to go down, man. I mean, I think Cam Newton with this offense would look fun, be fun to watch. Um,
for
got a
sure.
lot of weapons, man. And guys, keep in mind, Laviska and Chenault didn't even play today. So imagine him getting plugged into this motherfucker. The amount of fun we'll have.
Right.
But yeah, I don't see why it would hurt. Obviously, I don't trust Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, if something, God forbid, knock on wood, God forbid, please Lord don't let it happen. If something happened to Baker, I am praying. I'm praying it doesn't, because if Sam Darnold trots his fucking redheaded ass out there, my God, I'm shivering. Fucking scared.
For sure, man. So we won't keep y'all too long this Sunday. We know there's a lot of football to watch, a lot of the games on. People are probably still watching the games at 4 o'clock, and then tonight it is the first week. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the phone lines up here. Alrighty. So final thoughts, Donnie, on today's game. Although it ended up a loss, 26-24 to Cleveland Browns. Messy first half, real messy, both sides. Even J.C. Horn, my favorite player on the team, was kind of had a rough day, but he was all hurt last year. I'm gonna continue to keep watching him to see make sure he comes back good now. So I'll say it's so tough because the first half really throws you off. It really
Yeah, it
does, and
does.
I hate to pin that entire first half on like what and grade them based off of that, but they did come back, damn near won the thing. Only a minute, 13 minute 12 something like that left on the clock. Cleveland was able to, and then they got a 15-yard plus bonus. I mean, it was a 58-yarder, which kudos to the kicker. Ended up kicking that rookie guy, made the kick 58-yarder, but plus 15 on that, you're talking over 70, over 70 yards. They're not kicking it then, and the defense was, doing their thing. So, um, and I also I hate doing the whole ref thing. But man, did that not help whatsoever.
I heard us. Heard us.
Yeah, hurts big time.
Heard
So
us. I
end
know
of the
it's a
day,
bang bang play, but I'm
yeah,
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
yeah.
off. I was just
It's there's still light at the end of the tunnel. I still believe in this team. Let's not jump on these guys so hard. As I always say, I know I always say it, but let's not damn their soul to hell yet. Come week 7 or 8, if we have a losing record, then yeah, let's start. And I'm not going to scream fire Matt Rule, but You know, I yeah. We're gonna keep pounding. All right.
Yeah.
And
That away.
we're gonna keep pounding, and we're gonna believe in this team. Next week is New York Giants, and the week after that is the Saints, which Donnie and I, the DNA show, will be there live and in the end zone, baby, having taken over the city of Charlotte that weekend. We are so excited we can't damn stand it. Um, so anyway, I'm getting on a tangent here, but final
Get on
thoughts
it.
for me. Um, Light at the end of the tunnel. Not damning them to hell yet. Next week they better come out flying. Just I better see a different team in the first half next week against the Giants, who are struggling. You know, not that great of a team either. But they better treat them like that, and they better come out whooping ass. Take no names, and that's it, man. I'm gonna give them one more week. Next week, I want to see shit, fire, and blood everywhere. And that's it. I'm not going to be on too hard on them this week, but I will say this because I was thinking this earlier. Last thing here, and I'll hand it off to you, sir. Matt Rule, you see what happens in the preseason when you fuck around, and well, let's put Baker with Buzzman. Well, let's put Icky over here at play right guard. Well, let's Sam. Why don't you get over there and suck me off? Whatever the bullshit games that he was playing all preseason, mixing up offensive linemen, mixing up quarterbacks, had Baker playing with the third and fourth string receivers. You saw it today. You saw it in the first half. The 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 missed high throws and the chemistry being off. It took him a whole half to get the chemistry together. Thank God Baker's as good as he is, because in the second half he started getting it together. Things started rolling. But imagine if you didn't fuck around the whole preseason trying to figure this shit out. Then what the hell did you sign Baker for? You bring him in. I understand you bring him in for competition, but you sign him because it's time to get Sam Darnold up out of there. And you're too much of an ass to admit that that was a wrong thing to do. So and but you know, not even Matt Rule. This is on Tepper. Tepper signed Matt Rule. Matt Rule started making these decisions, playing college boy games. This ain't college no more. Let's get it together. I'll give you one this week just because the first game, new team, new season. But this is what happens. This is what we were complaining about in the preseason. Jesus Christ, we got Baker playing with Iquanu's third cousin at left tackle, and then hey, Waterboy, what are you doing? Come over here and play right guard. We'll see what you got. It just screwing around the whole preseason. You know, and oh yeah, oh she's a
Fuck,
big
man.
fan. She's a big fan. Okay, well tell your mom I'll see her tomorrow. Here, just screwing around, man. And this is what happens. This is what happens. And thank God this team was resilient enough to come back in the second half. No thanks to him. Because I didn't see him getting fired up on the sideline at all. He's like this whole time, like, why?
He's
Yeah, kind of,
always fucking squinting. I don't know.
yeah,
Get
right.
fucking glasses, motherfucker. You're rich. The fuck you squinting at? You're seeing the same shit we're seeing. We're watching through fucking 180 fucking
Exactly.
H. I don't know the fuck on our TVs. I don't fucking know
1080p.
4K, whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. Damn,
Anyway,
fucker.
that's it for me, man. Matt Rule, let's get your stuff together and come on now, come on. Let's get together, boys. It's a little bit on the players too, but Matt Rule, man, God. Anyway, before I start going on tangent again, Donnie Bryant, my man, tell me what you got. What's your feelings on the last of this game here, sir?
Well, look, man, it's kind of hard to follow up with such a great promo. Look, man, there's a lot of good to take away from this game. One, that we have the resiliency to bounce back when shit's hitting the fan. There was
Yes.
a lot of boos in the stadium today. I get it, y'all. Let's stop fucking booing week one. It was a shit show. I get it. I get it. But don't fucking bring that bitch ass culture here. We don't fucking give up around these
Thank you.
motherfuckers.
Thank you.
That's contradicting. They keep pounding you, motherfuckers. It's in the
Thank you.
fucking jersey. Don't wear the jersey if you're gonna fucking boo. What you want to do? We can go home, motherfucker. You ain't no Panthers fan. Sam Mills wouldn't fucking stop fucking pounding. Steve Smith wouldn't fucking stop pounding. Cam Newton wouldn't stop pounding. CMC never stops fucking pounding. Jay Pep, stop fucking go on. Stop fucking doing. Stop be. listen, you got to be patient. I'm not saying be patient with Matt Rule because that fucker's on some thin ice. But I'm just saying, y'all, it's never been in our history to start booing. Okay, and that's good reason. I get there was good reason in the first half, but it's fucking week uno, which means one. Fucking week one. Relax, motherfucker. Relax. It's okay. I was pissed too. I was cussing, but I'm not. Boo. These guys need to feed off your energy. You're there to fucking feed energy. You're there to support. Stop shitting on them. We're not the fucking we're not the Browns. We're not the Bears. We're not these fucking organizations that shit on our players. Don't fucking bring that bitch ass culture in Carolina. That's number one.
Thank you.
Number two. Well, number two is basically kind of coming off number one. Resiliency, man. There's a lot of resiliency in this young team. This team is young. They're hungry. They know. They're led by Baker Mayfield on the offensive side of the ball. Baker. I think it's a collective group. It's Baker, CMC, and DJ. Those guys are leaders. And Robbie's a little bit of a leader too. He's a little outspoken. People call him a diva. I think he wants to win just as much as everybody else. That right there is a solid 4 group of men right there that to fucking just be resilient. We are resilient today. Be happy. I think we may have our guy in Baker Mayfield the way he was able to bounce back and make a huge adjustment. We literally to me we won the game if it wasn't for the guys in stripes. But I can go on for days about that. I think we did a really good job battling adversity. Compromise. Not only beat ourselves, but beat that defense that was really good. Davis Problems all day. So let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the fact that we have a young, talented, resilient football team that can help us get into that playoff picture. I think playoffs there's still a possibility. I'm not counting week one. There's 16 motherfucking games. Not 15, but 16. We have one extra game. That one extra game could mean the world. We could stick into that wild card spot and be there. Last but not least, guys, for the love of God, can Matthew Joseph Rule make fucking adjustments and stop being such a bitch? I will say this: we're good and we're resilient, but our coaching is somewhat failing us at the same time because if Ron Rivera was on that fucking headset, if he was wearing a motherfucking headset over his fucking head, I guarantee his ass would have tried to push in that ball in the end zone. I know that.
For sure.
Yes, because you're giving a team that we've struggled against practically all day long too much time to get down the field and not prep for the worst, which the worst was the 15-yard roughing the passer penalty. However, I want the coach to clean up a little bit. Stop being so fucking conservative. We're too talented of a football team. Both sides be too conservative. Stop being so conservative. Let these guys prove their talent. We're too talented. So, in all, there's a lot to be happy about in Carolina. I'm excited. I'm obviously upset right now because I think we should have won that football game. Disappointing our start. But overall, there's a lot to be excited about in Carolina. I do think this young core is going to be a damn threat. As long as we continue to build off the second half of the game today. So if we build off half number 2 and carry that on into next week with all that momentum and this camaraderie and this flow of both offense and defense rolling together. Hey, listen, man. Like the great Michael Jordan said, the ceiling. What did he say?
The ceiling is a roof.
Ceiling is the fucking roof, baby. But you know what he meant. Don't be a dick to him. You know what he meant. But listen, potential is just shooting out of my ceiling right now. It's there. Believe in it. We need to back these guys. Listen, man. It's week 1. We have a chance to get to this wild card spot. I believe it. I fucking live by it. Matt Rule, make me eat crow and stop squinting like I'm squinting. Stop. Make me fucking eat crow. So, with all that being said, man, hey, I think we got a chance to get to the wild card spot, man. Keep fucking pounding. I'm excited. Future is bright.
Yeah. It's not all bad at the end of the day. So let's realize that, everyone. One thing I like the point you made about how people were booing, and it's very contradicting against keep pounding. That's not we're not that kind of organization or team. Let's not do that, guys. So, someone at the game, I work at a local news station where I live, and the sports guy was there. He was texting me back and forth, and he said, "Hey, something you could mention on your podcast is a lot of Browns fans here." And I saw on Twitter someone said, "A lot of Browns fans here, easily 5-1," from what he was seeing. So we can't keep getting outnumbered in our own home, guys. I know I get it. Buying a ticket, getting there, it's a lot of money. I mean, at the end of the day, you're spending between parking and tickets and food and eating and hotel, you're spending $400 or $500. Me and Donnie spent by the time we're done, we're close to $1,000 probably because we got $300 seats. We're staying at. I'm very picky about where I stay, so I make Donnie spend a little extra money. But
I'm the same way.
we're gonna have a nice
outside
dinner.
festivities in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're
Fun. Take a vacation, fuckers. Travel. Go to Charlotte and fucking support. Go ahead, sir. Get back to you, little bit. That's my bad. I'm fucking.
Yeah,
up.
no, we're gonna have a nice dinner at a place, a hot dog place there, cigars and whiskeys at a place. We're going to a very nice establishment where they you pay women for to dances and stuff like that. It's very nice. Right, the night before the game, we always make sure we go visit us young ladies. Uh, but yeah, but what I'm saying, my point is yeah, we can't keep acting like that. That's a good point that you made. We got to support this team. You guys were supporting them when they were winning. When Cam Newton was there, let's keep doing it, even if they're losing. And like Donnie said, basically Donnie's point is always, no matter what, keep pounding. So, and I think that's what we're both trying to say today. Even though the game didn't go our way right there at the end, these guys, the team, they kept pounding. Us as fans, we need to keep pounding because the motto is keep pounding. Lastly, here's our social media, everyone. Instagram, join us at Don Ant Show. Same thing for Twitter and TikTok, which I'm live on TikTok right now. Thanks for joining us, everyone, at Don Ant Show. Facebook, we have a Facebook, Don and Anthony Show. And right here on YouTube, if you're watching, we are the Donnie and Anthony Show, the DNA Show, because black and blue runs through our DNA. I know a third rolls through Donnie. So, hey, at the end of the day, man, as always, what do we tell them?
Keep pounding, man.
See you next week, week 2 versus the Giants on the DNA Show.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, now it's back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Woo. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a 3rd. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it going. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't.